Hello and welcome, BitMonger family. Monger here, back at you, coming at you from Thailand. And in today's video, I am going to be talking about S-curves, convergence, technology disruption, and why you need to be looking at this, guys. It is critical to your future. If you are not well set up in a good place now, you need to be getting a position in this, or so I believe. Now, first off, let me say none of this is financial advice. This is just my personal opinion, and I am not a financial advisor. But I have done well investing. It's done me very well. And what I'm seeing is huge potential disruption and something that I strongly believe that you really can't be ignoring. So in today's video, I'm going to be focusing on those things that I just mentioned, these S-curves, and how they're converging, and how there's synergy, and how this is potentially positioning Tesla to be a massive potential moneymaker. I'm talking about many thousands of dollars that this stock could go to in the future, looking out to 2030, 2032. You know, this is a long hold. This is not a quick scalp or a quick bet that's going to make you rich very quickly overnight. But I've found that, generally speaking, high conviction bets over a longer term time frame is what really makes you the big money. So if you think about it, you know, 5 years is not a long time frame. Not at all, not in your life. And if it can completely change your life for the better, if it can give you financial freedom, and you can accomplish that in 5 to 7 years, that is amazing. Considering that, think about it. Most people, they toil and they work their mundane jobs for 40 years or longer, only to end up with a Social Security check. If they're lucky, they own property, but a lot of people don't. And then they retire and they have very little left over. If you're just saving cash, that is a losing proposition. Inflation rate is around 6% yearly on average over time. So it's like holding a melting ice cube in your hands on a hot day. That fiat currency, that cash, is just over time is giving you less and less buying power. So that's why you need to be invested in companies that are set out to disrupt and that have outperformed and have huge growth potential. Whether it be companies or commodities that you think are going to go up, such as like Bitcoin. I had a Bitcoin conviction back in 2017. It served me well. I'm seeing the same thing here with Tesla. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. Okay. So Tesla S-curves. Don't ignore the future. Okay. So first of all, let's take a look at this. Ask yourself, are self-driving vehicles legit? Now, if you've been back to the United States, you would know clearly they are legit and growing. We have robotaxi and we have Waymo. Now, you need to ask yourself, how will this disrupt traditional markets? Taxi, food delivery, trucking? Yeah, I mean, that is what it's going after. What's the total value of these industries just in the USA? That's $1 trillion, guys. 1 trillion this is going after, the self-driving vehicles. This is massive, guys. It is just huge. Now, ask yourself, what company is positioned to take most of the pie? And it is Tesla. Do your research. I'll tell you, look at this. Why is it Tesla? Well, first of all, they got a huge head start advantage, guys. They got a ton of historic database of millions of miles recorded from their already vehicles that are on the road. They've been building this database. There's also potential for fleets of cars to deploy. All those cars, those owners of cars, at some point in time, they're going to be able to, let their car go out and work while they're sleeping. And then you have scale and the cost of the robotaxi, guys. This is what really blew my mind. The robotaxi is only like 1/10 the cost of a Waymo. Okay, 1/10. It's costing them, around 15 grand, roughly 15 to 20 grand. Waymo's 150 grand up to outfit one of those cars. And the scale, the factories that they are deploying, I forget, it was something crazy, but something like within 10 seconds, 20 seconds, they're going to be able to pump out these robotaxis in the future through these factories in which they just, put, everything is made and they just drop them in, and then they just, spot welding, put them together, and they're right off the line. And then they drive themselves out to the parking space, waiting to be shipped off to wherever they're going. It's just amazing, guys. And then you have the fully self-driving subscriptions. This is huge, okay? Think about it. Previously, whenever you bought a car, that car company, once the car is sold, the only money revenue that they're making is off of, used parts, upkeep, this type of stuff. Well, with the fully self-driving aspect, it's a subscription base for Tesla. That is an ongoing revenue stream, guys. Cha-ching! I mean, think about it. It is just brilliant. People will be paying for these subscriptions, so they don't have to drive. They can be productive. They can be doing, work or reading, or even possibly taking a nap in the future while they're on their way to work or going wherever they're going. It's just amazing. Now, the others are not going to be able to compete, guys. Like I said, Waymo, way too costly to do. It can't scale, and Tesla's got a huge head start advantage on this. Next thing. We are living in a power-starved world, guys. Think about it. In the future going forward, we are going to have massive demand for power led by AI, electrical vehicles, and Bitcoin, okay? Charging stations are going to be the new gas stations. Tesla's got a huge head start. But then there's this big one. It's called Tesla's Megapacks. Look it up, guys. Look into this. It is just amazing. Okay, and what it basically does is it harnesses and it stores power when electrical is not at its peak, based on electricity and how these power grids run. A lot of energy is wasted. This harnesses that wasted energy, and it stores them, and it also is able to create the grid to be stable when it has fluctuations. Now, the sales stats show them pumping. I mean, these Megapacks have massive demand, guys, and they're pumping, and they can also scale the production of these. They are pumping them out, and they are selling them to nation states. And trust me, guys, as we move into this power-starved world, these are going to be in demand, and it's going to grow. If you don't believe me, please look it up yourself and do your own research. The next thing, a world with artificial intelligence. You can't be living in this world and not know that AI is out to disrupt the world, and who's going to do it, we don't know. I got my possessions spread across. I got some in Alphabet, Google. I got some in Microsoft, right? And I have Tesla. But I like what I'm seeing with Tesla. Right now, Grok's AI Tesla, in most cases, outperforms others. There was a big jump recently with Google's, what's the name? I want to say Gemini, but I don't think that's correct. I can't remember the name of it. But that one had a huge jump, and it's doing well. But Grok is doing very, very well. And Tesla is actively designing and producing custom AI chips, like the current AI4, with the AI5 in production for its vehicles and Optimus robots, aiming for annual upgrades, AI15, AI6, AI5, AI6, and AI7, and vastly exceeding other manufacturers' output. And that is key right there, guys. If it's a good product and they can scale it and they can produce it massively, that is going to be huge, guys. Even considering building its own fabrication plant to control supply and cost for its expanding AI needs. So Tesla's looking into this, guys. This is freaking huge. You can't be living in this world and not ignore what AI is about to do in disrupting society. Next one, we're looking at. Will robotics be a part of the future? Ask yourself that question, guys. I think, again, the answer to this one is absolutely. We're seeing it happen all the time, especially it started disrupting in warehouses and these types of labor jobs, but it's coming for white-collar jobs. It's already starting. We're already starting to see an impact. Tesla's Optimus is getting better by the day. Go ahead and look it up. Look at the search for it in YouTube, Tesla Optimus, and you will see that it's amazing. The hand, the jointed fingers, and the thumb, it can move like a real hand, and that has always been a sticky point. It's got the Grok AI integration and recent videos of Optimus running and self-charging. I saw it doing a little jog across this room. You can see it for yourself, and then it goes back when it needs to charge itself. It just goes to this wall power plant where it just backs up and plugs in. It is insano, guys, watching this stuff, and this is changing quickly. So what could this disrupt? The use case is massive, man, absolutely massive. I mean, we're talking about the whole labor market, essentially. Elderly care, house chores, medical. I mean, they're saying even, I think Elon was on record saying at some point these robots will be better than surgeons, which is just insane. Guys, this is just, we're talking about huge disruptions. So we have all of these things, and what it comes to is this. We got a convergence and synergy of Tesla. We got the robo-taxis, we got Megapacks, we got Grok AI, and we got Optimus robots. All of these are overlapping S-curve, guys. And when this type of thing happens, real growth is not linear, man. It is exponential, and it is just ripping, potentially going to rip. I look at this and I'm thinking, I've been buying Tesla for quite a long time now, so I have quite a few shares. I feel very, very lucky and fortunate to have them. But if I didn't have them, I would be shitting my pants, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh my God, this has the potential to be a major dominant player in the future, and Tesla has the potential to go into many, many trillions of dollars of market cap in the future, guys, with all of this coming together. So we look at this. How can you not be bullish? BitMonger's take, like I said, you can't ignore this. Whether you dislike Elon or not, you need to put your feelings aside. I look at this. You know, I asked the question, how quickly is technology growing? And it says, today changes that once took decades now occur in years or months, driven by digital technologies and positive feedback loops where advances enable further innovation. Look it up, guys. Moore's law on computing, we talk about there every 2 years. AI current accelerators, evidence of exponential growth, right? This is all going up. Note, all fields advance exponentially. Adoption often follow S-curves, slow start, rapid growth, plateau. So I believe we're looking at rapid slow start. We're getting right towards the end of this. It's been a slow start, but it's starting to scale up, and we're starting to getting into rapid growth. And I think over the next 5 years, it could be just massive, guys. So, you know, it's going to give you outsized gains if it takes hold. When disruptive technologies converge within a single company, the upside could be mind-blowing and set you up for life. Remember, guys, no risk, no reward. In my personal opinion, not owning could leave you guys behind. Plan, dollar cost average, and look to buy heavy during the dips. As I mentioned before, I'm looking to buy some more sometime in Q1. In Q1, I do suspect a large dump at some point, and I have my dry powder, and I will be buying more Tesla stock, because I believe that that stock alone could end up being worth many thousands of dollars, and it's currently trading under 500. I've been buying it since it was under 100, and it's looking amazing, guys. Look into it yourself. This isn't financial advice, but I strongly recommend that you do your research, look into it, and make your own decision, and let me know if you agree with what I'm saying and what's your take on it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video on Tesla and S-curves, and monger on.